You want to manifest certain things in your life, but it's just not working. And that's why you clicked on this video. But I want to tell you that the reason why you clicked on this video is the literal reason for why your manifestations aren't working. And that is the fact that you're not detached from your manifestations. So in this video, I want to actually explain to you why detachment is so important in 5 ways how you can actually detach from your manifestations, which is going to actually attract them into your life, but also let you live your life without obsessing over something that isn't here yet. Okay, so I want to just quickly mention what detachment even is in regards to manifestation, because I'm sure you probably heard about it, so I just want to quickly go through it because I think it is still important for you to understand why detachment in this case is so important and why that hasn't worked for you yet. So basically, there's the law of detachment that you've probably heard of, and basically, if you are not detached from your manifestations, you're basically not trusting that it has already happened, right? Because you're constantly checking for, why isn't it here yet? I want it to be here, but where are my signs? Like, universe, speak to me. Where is that thing I'm manifesting? But that just signals to the universe that you don't think it's here yet, aka it's not here. And if it's not here now, it will never be here ever. That is the key to manifestation, okay? It is assuming it is already yours, okay? Acting from the identity that it has already occurred, it has happened, it is already in your life. And if you live your life waiting for it, checking for it, then you're literally signaling to the universe that it is not here, thus vibrating from a frequency that is a frequency of lack of whatever you're trying to manifest. Therefore, it's not in any way coming into your life. So here's actually how you detach, and therefore assume that it is already yours and let the manifestation come into your life without you trying to forcefully find it somehow. So here are the 5 ways you can detach from your manifestation. Number 1 is so important, but stop checking for results. Okay, you checking for results, like I said, signals to the universe that you don't have it, right? So it's never gonna give you something you don't have, right? You need to assume it is already yours. When you understand what reality truly is, like the things we see, the fact that we only see 0.0036% of the whole electromagnetic spectrum just basically means that we can only see an illusion, right? There's so much more out there, and we believe that those 0.0036% is everything there is, but it's not, right? So everything you see is not actually the full truth, right? So you need to understand that just because you cannot see it, it is not here in your 3D reality yet, doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? There are 3 planes of existence: spiritual, mental, and physical is the last plane, okay? It's where materialization occurs, and there are so many books out there that you can read that explain to you what it truly is that you see in the outside world, right? The 3D world. And the fact that if you believe that illusion, you're not actually seeing the full truth. Therefore, for you to actually believe in your manifestations, you need to understand how reality actually works, what reality actually is, that it is far greater and it goes beyond what you just see and perceive with your eyes, and there's so much behind it. Now, this is not the point of this video, but I can mention that in another video. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. But what I want to get into is how you can actually manifest, right? How can you actually detach? How can you trust, right? Because at the end of the day, you just need to trust, believe, and embody. The second point is to shift the focus to yourself, right? Not what you're trying to manifest. Because at the end of the day, it's only about you. Like, who do you want to be, right? Whatever you were trying to manifest, what version of you has that, right? And what you do then, you daily build in habits that align with that version of you. Okay, these can be as small as literally waking up in the morning, and instead of going immediately on your phone, you make your bed, you take a cold shower, you go for a run, you do some yoga, whatever it is that you like doing or that you would like to do, that aligns with the highest version of yourself, do it. Especially in the evening and the morning, that is when you're closest to your subconscious mind. Therefore, the routine you have in the evening and morning really, really matters, okay? During the day, of course, it is great to take aligned action with your highest self, the self that already has all these manifestations, right? But the evening and the morning are the most important times, because that is when your brain is the most malleable and when it's most open to change. And that is when you actually can shift your identity. So it's so important to show to yourself, show to your brain, who am I when I wake up? Who am I when I go to bed? So that you wake up every day upgrading your identity. And when you have so many things to do, you're going to be too busy to worry about what has manifested and what hasn't. Especially if you do things in the day that actually set you in the most highest vibrations, right? In the most positive emotions, and things that just genuinely bring you joy in life, right? Things that make you feel passion, things that make you feel peace, things that make you feel just serenity. Because the truth is, here's the little secret, but at the end of the day, everything you're trying to manifest is just about a certain feeling that it gives you. And if you can figure out what things in the day make you experience exactly that feeling, and you do those little activities that just bring you those emotions, you're actually, first of all, going to manifest these things more easily that you're trying to manifest, because that is the emotion that you're actually seeking, right? And if you're already embodying the emotion of your manifestations, then your manifestations will have no choice but to occur. And then also, if you already experience those emotions and those feelings that you actually were seeking through your manifestations, you will literally not need your manifestations anymore. Like, you will be detached from it. You won't be looking for them because you already feel good, right? You don't need them anymore. And that's detachment as well. And that brings your manifestation in so quickly. That ties in well with the next point, and that is feeling complete before it arrives, right? We have mentioned how if you are not detached, you're basically signaling that there is something within you, some lack, right? Something that you lack in your life. That is why you need that manifestation to occur faster or quicker, just now, right? You need it now. And you seek it all the time. Now, if you feel complete, you have everything within. Whether you have all of the things outside of you, that doesn't matter, because within you feel complete. And that is when you will have everything you ever want in your reality, right? You need to feel complete, because that just signals to the universe that you have everything. You don't need anything. If you have everything, you don't ever need anything. So literally the universe will give you everything, because that is just the type of identity that you have embodied. The fourth point is let go of the how, okay? This is so important, because most times, even the things we really, really wanted, somehow things happened that were so unexpected, right? Some random opportunity, a random stranger that comes up to you, or just simply events occurring that, for example, you weren't even really planning to go, and then suddenly you end up going, and then an opportunity occurs there, and somehow you end up getting to that specific destination, but through a completely different route than you were expecting. And I'm sure there is already something in your life where you can literally see that you got what you wanted, but through an unexpected route, okay? Because life is so unpredictable, and that is the beauty of it. Because at the age of 80, we can look back and we can think, oh my god, if I wouldn't have said yes to this opportunity, I wouldn't have met, let's say, my soulmate, right? Or I wouldn't have gotten this job opportunity. Whatever it is, sometimes things just happen, and sometimes things unfold in such miraculous ways that are just unexplainable. And if you literally limit yourself to specific things, like, the only way I'm gonna get this manifestation is through this. For example, let's just give an example. For example, let's say I work a specific job, or I'm trying to make money online, and I really, really put in the work, and I am trying to manifest that this specific thing that I'm working on, that job that I'm working on, will bring me my financial abundance. But sometimes that doesn't necessarily need to occur through that specific route. Financial abundance is something so broad and something so abundant that it can happen in so many different ways. Like, you never know. What if you win the lottery? What if a random stranger comes up to you and literally just gives you $1,000 because they felt like it that day? You don't know. And you can't tell me that that is not likely, because it's still a possibility. There are so many possibilities in this world of how something can occur. That is literally why it is so important for you not to have this limited mindset of, this is the only way my manifestation can arrive and this is how I want it to arrive. Because when you let go of the how, you actually increase the chances of you getting your manifestation, because you're not limiting the route that your manifestation comes in to just one direction, right? Only through my job over here. Like, when you literally detach from the how, you increase your chances, because there's more possible routes of how this specific manifestation can come into your life. The last point is to just simply trust timing, because at the end of the day, okay, things happen in divine timing, and you have probably experienced that in your own life already with your past events, how some people just came to you in the exact moment where you actually needed something, and they came to you with a certain opportunity, and it unfolded certain things in your life that you would have never expected, and that specific person came in at the perfect timing, right? So many things happen in such random ways, but somehow perfectly timed. And therefore, you need to trust that whatever is coming in the future, right? All the amazing things and blessings, they have their divine timing, and they will find you in the exact moment where you are gonna, first of all, not really even expect it. And that's the beauty of it, right? Because if life were so predictable, it would be boring, right? If you think of a movie that is so predictable, and like there's no plot twists or random extra side events that happen, it would be boring if it's just one linear storyline. No, there's always some plot twists involved, and that's what keeps the movie so interesting and so emotional and surprising, is when there is so much stuff happening that was just so unexpected. So you have to just trust that your life is gonna unfold in the most magical ways, okay? And I promise you that. And I'm sure you can already look back and say that there were things in your life that did actually happen in such miraculous, surprising ways that ended up bringing such an amazing person or opportunity into your life. I hope this video helped you out, and if you are interested in more, make sure to subscribe and like this video, and let me know in the comments how that advice helped you, and I will be seeing you in my next video.